We've got news on George Romero, Ash vs. the Evil Dead, Friday the 13th, and even more news about Stranger Things still in the news. That and a whole lot more on this edition of Horrifying News. We start things off with news on a couple of 4K restorations. Great movies. First up is going to be George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. That is getting a 4K restoration, but the 115-minute European cut is actually what's getting the restoration. And as an added bonus, on September 2nd, it is going to be screened at midnight at the Venice Film Festival by the one and only Dario Argento, the man that agrees with me that remakes are horrible.
I'll just ignore that. However, I would love to be in Venice at midnight for that.
God, yes.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Also in restoration news, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, I'm sure we've all seen it, is getting its own 4K restoration. However, it's also getting a screening tour starting, I believe, at the end of October.
Awesome.
So if any news comes out about that, so far no dates have been announced, but I know if one's near us, we're still going to go to that, yeah.
So the Ash vs. the Evil Dead Season 1 Blu-ray is out, and on one of the commentaries, Ivan Raimi revealed that there were different plans for a possible fourth movie to come after Army of Darkness, and the one that piqued the greatest level of curiosity was that they were going to take the ending from the sort of sanitized American version, where Ash is at the Soup S-Mart and he, battles his manager or whatever, and the ending of the good European version, whereby Ash, whereby Ash miscalculates his drops and wakes up 100 years in the apocalyptic future, and run a movie in parallel between the two paths that those Ashes take, with the possible meeting at the end, which sounds absolutely fascinating. It's a total tragedy that never came to fruition.
Honestly. I know, and I would have watched that. Honestly, that sounds really cool, and that's such a shame that never got made.
Yeah.
Now, stuff like this is probably some of our favorite type of news.
Okay.
However, the streaming service Shudder, which if you haven't heard of it, get on it right now. It's
Love Shudder.
Streaming horror movies. That's it. It's Netflix for horror movies. I mean, brilliant. And it's only $4.99 a month. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shudder got the exclusive rights to bring over a French TV show called Beyond the Walls, which there is a trailer for. We'll have that link down in the description below, so go check that out. And it is a couple-part mini-series. Looks like someone inherits a house, spooky things. The only problem I have with it is it's listed as a suspense thriller. If you watch the trailer and you look at it, and biggest hint, Shudder picked it up, it is straight up horror. And it's supernatural, and it's horror. She peels back the wallpaper, very stir of echoes. And there's this creepy fetus monkey body thing in the walls.
That's horrifying.
There's shadows. It's horror. Don't call it thriller. Come on, guys.
Little respect.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking.
It should be coming out hopefully later this year, end of October, but I can't wait to see what the French do with Supernatural.
The battle of the legal kind is brewing over the rights to Friday the 13th, of all things.
Ugly.
Yeah, the original writer of the first Friday the 13th, Victor Miller, is in court with the production company, Manny Company, over who has the rights to the entire Friday the 13th. So a lot is obviously at stake in this battle.
Oh, yes.
If nothing is done, the rights will revert back in 2018. But this court battle is going on, and it really means that the fate of the ill-conceived remake is up in the air. So from that capacity, I guess I'm rooting for Victor to win, and then we don't have to worry about an awful remake.
Well, either way, it is actually kind of sad that we've just come to court battles over money and who can do what. It means no one's making movies. Pro or anti-remake, it sucks that movies won't be made for the next couple years, and, it's just not fun.
No, but like you said, it's good that the remake's not being made. There continues to be news about the wonderful Netflix original, Stranger Things. This time more concept art was revealed, but this was a little bit different. We got to see a glimpse of what the Upside Down may have looked like.
And thank God it didn't look like that.
No, it was very bright and cheery, bloodstained Upside Down. We also did, however, get to see a picture of the Demogorgon with the, shall we say, alien egg that everyone was kind of wondering about. Why is it there? Yes, it's a nice nod to the movie, but was there some other purpose? And there's a hint that it might possibly have been.
I think they're cousins.
It's very possible. They may be cousins. And then finally, a nice glimpse of the fate of Barb, and it is brutal. That's all we can say. So those have been released, and Stranger Things just keeps trucking along. Yeah,
but the most interesting thing is there's been no official licensed merchandise.
No, I haven't seen that much at all.
No, and I'm sure something is going on behind the scenes.
Oh, always.
But take our money. We want to give it to you. Make things, we will buy them. Well, that was pretty positive news week.
Actually,
that's impressive.
Yeah, we didn't fight one single time.
Yep, not this time, but there's certainly potential next time. So stay tuned for next week's edition of Horrifying News as well by subscribing to our channel.
Yes. And if you have something that you would like to fight with us about, please let us know in the discussion comments below. And then you can always hit us up above on our social media links as well.